Hey everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay, so grab a brush, grab some models, grab some paints, and paint along with me. Let's rid the world of unpainted models one at a time. Today I'm going to continue working on my Ravenwing. I'm done the first 5 from last week, and now I'm working on the next 5, which I'm well on my way to. I'm hoping to finish them maybe by the time this episode's done. If not, they'll be pretty close. And as always, I'll ramble about the week. Blue Jays baseball in a few hours, so I'm painting early, which is good. Let's get painting. Hey everyone! Welcome back. So I'm painting my Ravenwing today, as you can see. 5 guys, same pose, gotta love it. This week I'm working on the guy with the guy who doesn't have the plasma gun. He's my mission for this week, and I finished the captains. They're all good. They're in my battle report room. That's awesome. So, over the last 3 weeks, it's gonna be good because I'm gonna have. This week and next week I'm going to have all my Ravenwing painted up, which is good. Last week's painting tutorial model was a Dark Angels Librarian in Terminator armor. So my Dark Angels are increasing in size for the first time in a long time. I really haven't worked on my Dark Angels that much since starting Dark Angels and playing with them, because I like Deathwing and I stuck with it, and that's good. But obviously new codex demands new models and stuff, and I will gladly oblige. Since the new codex has come out, I've added a couple new HQs, like Samael, a librarian, a couple librarians, the Ravenwing, and then after this I'm going to do about a month, it'll probably take me about a month, maybe less, of Greenwing. I have about 30 Tactical Marines to paint up. And after that, I'm going to finish up my Dark Angels for a little bit. Maybe I'll get another vehicle or two. We'll see. So, good stuff there. Good stuff there, It's been fun working on Dark Angels again. And then after that, I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Orcs. Maybe I'll go back to my Vanilla Marines. Whatever I want. Yeah. It'll be nice because all the models then for my Dark Angels will be painted by that point. And so he's done. He's done. Next one. Yeah. So what's new and exciting? Not much. I work. I paint. Thus is life. But this week is Thanksgiving. So I'm going to focus a little bit on what I'm thankful for. Because it's Thanksgiving. You're supposed to give thanks. It'll be a good Thanksgiving. It's just me, my wife, and a friend eating together. It'll be good. I'm going to cook a turkey. Not a very big one, but it'll be good. I like turkey. I'm a huge turkey fan. And I like to cook turkey. So it'll look good. I cook a good turkey, I think. That'll be good. Yeah. So, yeah, these guys are coming along really well. Being texted by someone, apparently. Yeah. So Blue Jays play their first playoff game in 22 years today. And unfortunately I have to work during it. I have to go to my other job, but it's okay, I'll watch it afterwards. Yeah, because I'm actually really disappointed in it. Because it's a Canadian team, and all the companies broadcasting the baseball game are American. They didn't want to give the Jays a primetime slot. So the Jays games in Toronto are set at really stupid times for a professional sports playoff game. So today's game starts at 3:30, and as I said, it's the first playoff game the Jays have been in for 20 years. And they don't get a primetime slot. They give them a 3:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday slot. which is just really not cool. And then tomorrow's is even worse. Tomorrow's is noon, like 12:30. So tomorrow, on a Friday, a professional sports playoff game, which should be like really watched and really tuned into, is going to be at noon. That's really, really silly. You know, I don't think that baseball fans in Toronto actually feel disrespected. And I agree with that. You know, it's disrespectful to set such a silly time because these people already purchased their tickets a while ago, like when the tickets went available, right? And then you have the audacity to set a noon on a Friday time? That's really silly. You know, they deserve a 7 o'clock starting time or an 8 o'clock starting time at latest. But no, we get a noon starting time. So, not cool. Not cool, MLB. But we're just happy that they're in. Maybe, you know, when they make the next round of the playoffs, they'll get in to a decent time. The only thing that it successfully did by dropping the time to a silly time was it killed a lot of the scalping prices. So if you go on any of the scalping websites like Vivid Seats, StubHub, whatever, the prices of the tickets dropped by like half. Even more than half in a lot of cases, because they realized, oh crap, they can't scalp all these tickets because not everyone can go to a Jays game on a Friday at noon. You know, you have to be at the game at like 11. You're basically traveling in rush hour traffic in the morning just to go to a Blue Jays game. It doesn't make any sense. So, that's pretty silly. Oh, I forgot to paint this. So right now I'm just working on my Fist on Red. My goal today is paint the reds. There aren't that many colors actually left. I gotta clean up the couple colors, but these guys are looking pretty good. I'm happy with the way that they're turning out so far. And then the Ravenwing will be painted up. Maybe I'll get more Ravenwing in the future. But I like doing combined wing. It has a bit of flavor. It's fun. So yeah, it's really, really silly of MLB to set the times that 3:30. Come on, that's silly. That's really silly. But I'm happy that they made the playoffs, and it's been a really awesome feeling around the GTA in Toronto lately. You know, the funniest part was like yesterday. Now the Maple Leafs, again, Toronto's baby, like Toronto's team, right, is the Maple Leafs. Pretty much, you know, until this year, not a lot of people were caring for the Jays. Not in a while. The Raptors get some love, but the Leafs are kind of the silly team of Toronto, because Leafs aren't good. They're not good. People love them. People cheer for them. They're addicted to them. They pay a lot of money to see them, but they're not good. Jays don't do well. Not Jays. The Leafs don't do very well. So last year, the Jays went on a losing. Not the Jays. I gotta stop saying Jays. The Maple Leafs went on a losing streak. They were playing terrible, just terrible hockey. And obviously in Canada, we appreciate good hockey. So what became the fun thing to do was people kept cheering for the Blue Jays during Leaf games. So they'd be like, let's go Blue Jays. And instead of cheering for the Leafs, just cheer for the Blue Jays. They were an okay team last year, right? They weren't the same team that they are this year. So that was pretty funny. And then yesterday, they brought all the Blue Jays players. They got to watch the Leaf game yesterday. And so they kind of announced that they were there. And then for the first time ever, the fans in the stands were cheering, let's go Blue Jays, but not out of disrespect for the Maple Leafs. They were just out of love for the Blue Jays. So that was cool. And yeah, so they're in the playoffs today. They're facing Texas. And I think they're going to beat Texas. I know there's some Texas viewers here going to debate with me on this one, but Leafs are a better team. Not Leafs, Jays are a better team. They just are a better team. In my opinion, they are a better team. They did better than the Rangers in pretty much every stat. And if you are a sports betting person, like even if I wasn't a Jays fan, Just look at sports betting odds, and the odds are in Jay's favor because they are a better team. You know, even if I'm not a specific fan, I can recognize which team's better. Like yesterday, I thought that the Cubs actually had a good chance of beating them ahead of time, beating the Pittsburgh Pirates, but they did. It was really good. So, yeah, baseball. It's fun. And the Yankees didn't make it. That makes Blue Jays fans happy. Not that we couldn't beat the Yankees, just because really no one likes the Yankees. They're kind of the Maple Leafs of the hockey world, or the baseball world. The funniest part that I always think is interesting between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Maple Leafs, they have a lot of parallels. Not a lot of teams like them. They're tend to be called like the babies, and then also the highest paid team. You know, they make the most money and they spend the most. But the New York Yankees have won the World Series more times than anyone. You know, they just had their 10,000th win the other day. And the Toronto Maple Leafs suck. They haven't won the Stanley Cup since 1967. And what people don't even realize is in 1968, or in the late 60s, they expanded the league. It was a tiny league at that point. And that was the last time they won. And it doesn't look like they're going to be contenders for another 3 or 4 years. Right now they're in a rebuilding stage. So, which is cool. Teams do that, you know. Cool. Done. Red. Good. Hey, buddy. So that's good. Reds are done. I'm happy with that red. And so I'll just do a shade and then some highlights. As I said, if I can get these guys almost done today, that would be my goal. Because I would love to have them done before the weekend. I don't think I'm going to play them. I'm doing a couple battle reports probably on Sunday with my homie. David Cody Root is coming. And I believe Michael Grove is coming too, which would be awesome. My fellow Orky players. We're going to have a good time. I am super excited. I'm always looking forward to Cody Rue and Michael Grove visits. So let's get started on what am I thankful for. It's Thanksgiving. Let's talk Thanksgiving. So first of all, I know this sounds cheesy, but I am very thankful for my viewers. I really am. So as always, thank you so much, everyone out there, for watching. Especially you people who paint with Jay. You're my confidants. And I really appreciate it. So thank you very much, all the people out there doing painting with Jays. I really do. I'm so thankful for my viewers. This year's been a really up and down year. I started off incredibly strong, and the last 2 months have been a real struggle for videos. Usually now you're only getting between 2 and 3 videos a week. Just because I've had to, and I talked about this, obviously. I work more. If you want to help support, join the Warp, or you can check out my Patreon page, link in the description below. But it's been hard. And I know that this is just a phase, and I'm really hoping the trend is going to reverse itself, and I can find the time to keep working hard on stuff. There will be a battle report this week. By the time this video goes up, there will already be a battle report up. It was a battle report that should have been up last week. I'm going to go let Rubik in, because Rubik apparently shut the door on himself. Come on in. So, yeah, I'm thankful. I am very thankful for the support that I get from all you. I really am. I can't thank you enough. And Rubik's just left again. Silly man. And yeah, I am. I really am thankful. I work really hard, and I always appreciate the support. And I have really awesome viewers. Like one of my viewers, I'm not going to name drop in case he didn't want me to hype his name, but I always ask permission before I hype people's names. But one of my viewers actually sent me a couple models to do tutorials on. And they're really cool War Machine models, so that'll be cool. One's Signar, so that'll be good for my battle reports whenever I do a Signar battle report. Yeah, and I really thank you, because I understand how expensive our hobby is. Sorry, Rubik just wanted to go bark at something. So, let me just refocus this camera. Good. So as I said, thank you so much for everyone out there for subscribing, for supporting my videos. Extra thank you for people who have, who've been able to support the Warp, which, continues to grow. And yeah, just thank you so much. That's my first thing. I have to be thankful for you all. I really do. Not that many people get to make videos that they love for a living, and I don't get to do it purely for a living yet. But one day I'm really hoping I will. And yeah, right now I'm just working a lot. I work a lot. And I have been able to have the time to make a lot of videos. And so that just happens, but I'm going to keep working my best to make sure as many free videos and Warp videos, obviously, leave as possible. Because, so right now, by the way, I'm going to refocus this. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to clean up the faces. What I'm doing is I'm just painting these guys really quickly. So I'm going to clean it up later with some other colors. Yeah, do a cleanup phase, as I call it. I finished that Deathwing. I finished the Deathwing to commission, so I'm going to take a break from commissions for a little bit, for at least a month or two. Work my butt off at my other job. Keep painting these guys. Life will be good. I really will. It will be good. Good. Another one. Yeah, right now I'm just taking some Shafty Bone, doing a quick highlight of the wings, the two symbols on the chest and the head. Yeah, so first of all, I have to be thankful. And obviously, I have to be thankful for, though I struggle in a lot of ways, I can't complain in some ways. There are some viewers out there that are going through worse things than I, and I know that. And I always try to keep that in my mind, that I'm not, that things could always be worse, or people always, have it worse, depending on where you are. And that's why I try to keep in my brain. So I'm thankful for, a lot of aspects of my life. I am thankful for my wife, who allows me to do this kind of stuff. Rubik and Spock and Mandy. For those, I'm thankful. For good friends and supporters, I'm thankful. Cody Rue's coming this week. I'm thankful for him. He's a good guy who likes people, and he's always fun to play against and hang out with. He's a really good guy. So, and Mike Groves and the people here in Peterborough, I'm very thankful for, because I was able to integrate myself into the community here. People like Dave and Stu, who always come and play battle reports, and Trevor, Doug. Good guys, really just awesome dudes, and I'm thankful for them too. I'm trying to keep myself thankful and humble. That's always in life. I try to keep myself thankful and humble as my two goals, because as I said, people always have it worse than you. No matter what your life's throwing at you, someone else probably has in a worse situation. And I always think about that. So that's done. So the red is still drying. What is left on these guys? More gold. I could do leather on the gun. Yeah, let's do more leather on the gun. And then we'll do leather on the gun. And then on the gun holder. And then when the reds dry, we'll highlight the reds, do more golds. And then that's pretty much it. These guys are looking good. And I'll base them after. I'm thankful for the series of Painting with Jay. I really am. This year has been insane. The amount of models and work I've gotten done. I should have done it before. I really regret not doing a before and after picture of all the models that I painted, on the shelves. It was taking up so much shelf space. And now it's just gone. I've so many models that are done, and that started using Mornfang Brown to paint the gun holsters. I can paint the grenade. Either leather. That looks metallic. Cool. I will always try to keep myself thankful. So, as I said, thank you, everyone out there. The number has been dwindling a little bit lately for Painting with Jays. So, the people out there painting with me, thank you very much. And everyone out there subscribing, viewing. Of course, and as I said, everyone out there, I might make a video. Maybe I'll make a video on Thanksgiving saying thank you. We'll see. It's really fun, you know. Not, as I said, I consider myself fortunate to be able to do this. Even for Captain Whiny Face over there, Mr. Rubik. Good. They're done. Next color. Kicking butt. It's really just cool how much work you can get done in an hour. You know, I've been going for about, what, 20 minutes now? And what am I going to do now? Still got to wait for the reds. The reds are almost done. Almost done. They're almost dry. So let's... I don't know what I'm going to do now. What color should be next? I gotta do golds again, but no. Alright, I'll clean up the blacks. That'll be the next color I work on while I'm waiting for the browns and the reds to dry. Clean up the black areas. First I will use stone gray. So what I've been doing lately, rather than highlighting up the black areas at the beginning, I use them at the end as a cleanup color, so I can go a little bit faster with my paint jobs, be a little bit messier than I normally would. Now obviously when I'm doing commissions, I paint to a higher standard than when I'm painting my own guys, because my own guys I just do to like battle report. Not really battle, yeah, I'd say battle report, which is high tabletop, I'd say. Tabletop / high tabletop. And yeah, but I love it. Like when Dave picked up his models the other day, I could tell that I think he really liked them. The commission, and that's what I love. I love seeing the faces on the commission customers, if possible, or their responses when they see the model, because obviously I know I don't charge. I know I don't charge even as, you know, close to what I could for the quality I do. I charge what I think my time's worth, and I don't think my time's worth that much. I charge myself, you know, I charge slightly above minimum wage when I do commissions. So. But I'm okay with that. I love helping. You know, I don't charge a fortune, but that's okay. It's okay. And I gotta pause again because the dogs are barking again. Sorry, dogs are barking. This is gonna be a multiple take painting with Jay. So. But I love it. I love, that's what makes me feel good when doing commissions, is that seeing what people, you know, use their models and love them on the tabletop. And it just, that's an awesome feeling. And once again, for that I'm thankful. You know what I am? Like, I don't even really like my other job. I'm not going to go into much detail about it, but I'm thankful that I have another job. I really am. You know, it's better to... I don't know. To me, I'd rather have 3 jobs and work my butt off than having no jobs and then not be able to work, you know. And I'm thankful for the awesome year I had. That's another thing. I've had a great year meeting people, like hanging out with, like Pablo in Las Vegas, hanging out with Michael at Adepticon, hanging out with Josh at Gen Con. You know, it was really awesome to get to meet people and hang out with viewers. Obviously, there's so many other names, you know, I met at these conventions that I'm not saying, but that more than I can thank, you know. So I've had an awesome year of conventions for sure. And it was really cool you know, taking the day off and hanging out with these guys. And, yeah, you know, I've had a great year that way. I've had a great year. My videos continue to get more popular, and my channel gets more popular. It's just not at a high rate anymore, but it's okay. I gotta keep making videos, and that's the thing. And I know right now which videos I should make. I really do. How to play 40K should be top of my list, and it is. It's just not possible at the moment. But I'll get another one done soon. I wish I could just take a day and do like 4 of them. That'd be really good. My next one's on blast templates. I've started working on it. On blast templates. And then I'm thinking of going directly to the assault phase. Because, I don't know. I think the assault phase needs to be covered. There's a lot of things that need to be covered. Vehicles need to be covered. Good. They're Deathwing. They look okay. You know, and they'll be cleaned up and looking awesome in no time. Not Deathwing, Ravenwing. Good. Is the reds done? Nope. Reds are still dry. So next gray. Maybe I'll take a second away from the grays and hit the leather areas with a shade. A Rakeland Flesh Shade. So I'm thankful for. I've had a great year for conventions. You know, best year ever. And I don't even know if like next year I think I'll be able to go to at least one. I'll be for sure going to Adepticon. And I'm pretty certain I'll be going to Gen Con. Pretty certain. I just gotta make sure. I think my sister's getting married the week before. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's the same week. She keeps lollygagging on telling me what day it is. She just told me approximately when it is. I think it's the week before. So if it's the week before, I'm definitely going to Gen Con. And, yeah. So all these things I'm thankful for. Yeah. Tau players should be thankful. They're getting a lot of fun new toys. Every week it seems like Tau are getting a new, like, a lot of the 7th edition codices. 6th edition? 6th edition codices. 5th? 6th? 7th edition. What edition are we in? 7th? Yeah, we're in 7th edition. So how to play Warhammer 40K in 7th edition. So 7th edition. A lot of the 7th edition codices thus far have been pretty uneventful as far as model releases. You know, like Orc's got the Morkanaut, which was awesome. It's my favorite model to use. It's so much fun. But Orc's got the Morkanaut. Like Space Wolves got the Chariot and a new Dreadnought. Grey Knight's got nothing. Grey Knights didn't get anything at all. Just a rebooted codex and less models. In fact, Grey Knights and like Dark Angels... No, not Dark Angels. Grey Knights and Dark Eldar got less than they did before. Like, they lost models in this exchange. But Tau are getting some new models, and that's good. I'm glad that they're getting new models. And as I said, I don't hate Tau at all. I like Tau. I love the look of Tau. I love the feel of Tau. I just don't like the playstyle of Tau. I don't like this huddle in the corner and keep everyone an inch away from each other thing. It's a boring tactic. It's not fun, a tactic. I don't think it's fun. So I'm really hoping that all these new models that come out for Tau fix that. And they're like, hey, now that we're so strong and awesome and we have all these access to these monstrous creatures of doom, let's not have to rely on huddling in a corner and just, you know, turtling the entire game. Because, as I said, it's just not a... We play a game, and I don't feel that I have to say it's the most boring tactic. You know? It's just like, oh, you're in a corner. You know? So, I'm really hoping that Tau gets a much needed love so that they don't have to rely on that. And then Tau will be awesome. Because imagine Tau with actually like a non-forced strategy. They'd be quite maneuverable and quite awesome, like Eldar. You know, that's why Eldar is so good right now. Both sides, they're just awesome in pretty much everything. But they're very maneuverable. They're very tactical, and they have a lot of versatility. You can move them, like, that's why everyone loves the bike list so much, is because they're so maneuverable. You can do a lot with them. You can move them around the battlefield. You can grab anything you want. You can go and kill this thing, grab an objective if you need to. You're not just huddling in fear. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm really hoping. New Codex review, probably, I guess the new Codex will drop next week, I'm guessing. I think it's next week. Whenever it does. Obviously, Codex review, promise. Yeah. You know, I'm excited. It'll be good. It also means we're getting back into 40K. The new, what's his name? Oh, the new demon guy. He looks really awesome too. You guys know which one I'm talking about. He looks awesome. Scarbrand. Mm-hmm. He's really cool too. You know, I'm thankful for GW. I know they make some interesting decisions sometimes, but I love 40K. It's my favorite game, and I love it just as much as ever. And I'm just as happy playing it today as I am years ago. So for that, I'm thankful as well. Mm-hmm. Oh, this week's painting tutorial, in case you're curious, in the Warp, is Thyron, new HQ, or not new HQ, new caster for Retribution of Syra. So he turned out pretty cool. He was a lot of fun to paint up. He's all gold. He's like the golden armor killer dude. He makes everyone insane in close combat. Mm-hmm. And I know that one day, you know, maybe a year down the road, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, maybe, you know, I hope that I'll be able to do this for a living. I really do. I hope so. I'm not giving up. I'm not. Well, at least not yet. But I'm going to keep working. Oops. Oh. Clean that up. Oh, I forgot to do the dot in the eyes. I should take a minute and do that after. Take the, finish up the eyes of these guys. Oh, Ravenwing. Yeah, when I play against Dave and Mike, I don't know what I'm going to play. We'll see. Maybe I'll play Orcs. Orcs on Orcs would be funny. Grot tanks. Would be hilarious. I haven't used my Grot tanks in a while. Yeah. I was going to bring my Grot tanks to a local tournament, but they're not allowed. unfortunately. Not because Forge World, just because there's no book right now. Which makes sense. But, Brawl. Yeah, this is one. Can't wait to have all these guys painted up and on the battlefield. As I said, it's really messy right now, but I'll be cleaning it up after. The next color is the cleanup color that I'm going to work with. So it'll look nice or decent. And good. How long have we been painting for? 25 minutes, 36. Yeah. So by the time this video is done, they'll almost be done. Not completely, but almost, and that's good. And I'll finish them up between now and then, or between now and the next video. Or maybe we'll talk about if the Blue Jays made the next round of the playoffs. I'm sorry to keep talking about the Blue Jays, but I'm just excited. It's so cool to have them in the playoffs. Having a Toronto team in the playoffs is awesome. It doesn't happen very often. Toronto doesn't do very well, typically, in North American professional sports. Even in hockey. Yeah. What else? Oh, this year I was able to go and I did another trip. I hung out with Patrick. So Patrick, if you're out there watching as well, thank you very much. I had a great time hanging out with you that one weekend. I never actually put up the vlog for it. I really should. I should edit and put up the vlog. But I vlogged it. I had a great time hanging out with him and his wife and his kid. It was a great time. Great adventure. See, I've been doing adventures this year, you know. I've never driven to Quebec by myself. I drove to Indianapolis by myself. Becoming quite self-reliant, driving around by myself. Next week is the election. Next week? The week after. Ruby's going to bark. I know he's going to. Why did I teach that dog to let himself out of the room? Silly Jay. Little do they know I shut the other door. My workshop's actually heated, and that's another thing I'm quite thankful for. Heated workshop. Right now I'm in just a t-shirt, but it's getting cold outside. It's definitely autumn right now. It's very autumnish, you know, autumnosity. So right now I'm just highlighting up the first color, doing a little edge highlighting with gray, and then I'm going to come back later with gray liner, which is a darker color, and go clean it up, all the lines, and use that as my cleanup color for my video. Like I call it cleanup color. Basically, it goes in and it's the last color I use, so it cleans up all the areas that I made mistakes on, or if I went just a little fast, and makes everything look good. Once again, I'm just going to get Rubik outside because he's whining. Nobody likes whiners, Rubik. What do you do? Rubik's girlfriend's over. I call him the girlfriend because he likes her a lot. Her name's Lily. Currently dog sitting. Lily's a yellow lab. They're a cute couple. Yep. Cool. After this, I'll work on the reds. Again, and then yeah, these guys are definitely going to be done before next week. Good. Almost done this one, and we'll go back to reds. I like this approach that I'm doing just one type of guy at a time. Then next week I'll work on the plasma guys. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of the Ravenwing for at least a little while. But that's 15 Ravenwing done. So over 4 weeks, 15 Ravenwing, you know, not bad. I don't know how much a Ravenwing is. Probably like 400, 500 points. Oh, probably more than that. Yeah. Good. Yeah, the Ravenwing will be good. I'm excited to have them done. All right, let's take a break from the red for just 1 second, do the drops in the eyes, and then finish the reds, and then life will be good. This week I don't know if I have a lot to talk about. Obviously, what I'm thankful for. Awesome friends and supporters and everyone. So yeah, I must thank out Mr. Patrick as well, Deblet. I forgot to thank him earlier. I'd like to thank the Academy. Oh, I went to a wedding. That was kind of, I could talk about. Went to a wedding on Saturday. And the funniest part was the priest who did the service. Apparently he went off on a tangent that the bride and groom did not really talk to him about. He started talking, the couple's name were Renee and Ryan. And he's like, Renee and Ryan love to swing in their relationship. And we're all like, what? That's a little personal. Why are you bringing this up, priest guy? And he started talking about swinging, and he's like, sometimes the woman's job is to swing, and sometimes it's the man's job. And we're like, okay. Now, to be fair, the theme was baseball. It was a baseball-themed wedding. But we didn't think that that's what he meant. We're like, swinging. And eventually, like, we all figured it out one by one. He meant a swing set. But his language did not perfectly interpret that. It was like, swinging. So, yeah. So, priests are funny. That was kind of a funny moment. Yeah, it was a good wedding. It was a good wedding. I hung out with some people at the wedding. And the funniest part was my table. I actually sat down with several people at the table, and I actually knew most of them, but they didn't remember me. So apparently I'm not a very memorable person. I went to class with several of them. I TA'd one of them several times. But didn't remember me. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm that memorable of a person sometimes. But it was cool. And they were like, are you still doing science? And I'm like, nope. YouTube. That was cool. It was nice. It was fun having a science conversation every now and then. Like, I could talk. We were talking about, at one point we were just talking about how awesome duck-billed platypi are, platypuses, depending on what group. So, monotreme. They're from a group of animals called monotremes. Monotremata is the family name. Literally means one whole, but that's a different story. And it's the two of them. There's two members in the family in that group. There's the platypus and the spiny anteater, also known as the echidna. So we were talking about echidnas and stuff, and it was cool having a conversation like that. Oh, another cool thing in the news lately is Toronto. Toronto right now has the pandas from China, and they're pregnant. One of them's pregnant and apparently expecting twins. So hopefully they both survive, because that'd be cool. I'd like to go. I'm gonna go see them if they're born. I'm gonna go see them. I want to go see baby pandas. I bet they're really cute. So right now I'm just taking some Evil Sun Scarlet and doing a quick highlight up of the red colors. They're coming. Needs a little touching up with these guys, but they're almost done. Probably another half an hour after this video's done. They'll be of work. They'll be done. and I'll just base them. Yeah. So Zootox are cool. Pregnant pandas are cool. Yeah, because obviously the world population is so small. Mm-hmm. So my big question to you this week, my fellow painters, is what are you thankful for? What are you most thankful for in life? Your friends, your family, Warhammer 40k, dog Pongo. My dog is barking at the neighbors again. He is silly. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, come along. I'm happy with the way these guys are going. So yeah, what are you thankful for? Because I'm thankful for you. Oh. But it's true. You know it's true. Old Bryan Adams songs. I'm thankful for that too. Cool. What should I work on now? Gold. There's golds, yellows. I'll clean up the black areas first, and I'll do golds after. Some silver. Yeah. They're almost done. Like these are already like tabletop level, but I'm gonna clean them up, keep going, you know. Make them worthy of being a battle report. I don't like fielding unpainted models, usually my battle reports. My opponents do, I'm okay with that, but I don't have an excuse. Because I paint a lot. So right now I'm taking my gray liner. I'm gonna use gray liner as kind of as a cleanup color. So I'm gonna paint the tires, and then use it to clean up all of because the bikes and the guys are all predominantly black, right? So using a dark gray to really clean up the paint job is a way of saving a little bit of time. So that's good. And as I said, whenever I'm doing my commissions, obviously I'm much more careful. But I don't know. I don't pay myself, I guess, to do this. But yeah. I think they're going to look good. That'll be tabletop worthy for sure. Yeah, I gotta keep getting back on how to play 40k. Battle report, at least there'll be one this week for you. In the free content. And it was a good battle report. It was one I filmed with Dave at his house. The one I tried to get last week, but I couldn't get it in time. So I said, sure, put up on this week. These models there was so long between when I primed them and when I'm painting them that there's so much dust I've had to wipe off them. It's really funny. Look at that. Yeah. guys can't hear that. My neighbor's just like swearing at the top of his lungs. So this video might be rated PG-13 due to some inappropriate language of neighbors. Good. Look at them. This guy's looking good. We should probably call it soon. We're at roughly, I think we're 50 minutes right now. The problem is, that's why I hate about doing multiple take videos, is when I'm doing my painting with Jay, is that it's hard to keep track of time. It really is. So we'll go for a few more minutes. But these guys they're almost done. Like, they're not that far from battle report worthy. A couple more cleaner colors. Look at this. This one color really to clean up the job. Go gray liner. So he's done, or at least this is one step. Looking all nice and clean. Much more. There we go. I'm thankful for this just time that I can just sit down for an hour. Kind of zone out from the world. And paint. And talk to you all. It's very therapeutic. The cool part is I know you're just painting along with me. And getting stuff done too. And it feels good to get stuff done. It really does. Look at him. Good, good. Blue Jays, I'm so excited. It sucks that I have to start work. Like tonight I'm working the night shift. At my work. Not really the night shift, but the later shift. And it starts the exact same time as the Jays game. So I jokingly said to them that I might call in sick because I have Blue Jays fever. They're like, no Blue Jays fever. That is not a recognized sickness. I'm like, oh. But it may cause symptoms. Anxiety. Depression if they lose. Upset stomach. No, apparently not. Not a recognized thing. Rubik and Lily are hilarious. They're hilarious together. And I'm being called by my work. That's kind of weird. They're trying to call me in early. I'm guessing. What a weird coincidence. Didn't answer. Blue Jays fever. Yeah. The best part about it is I know they don't watch these videos. So it's all good. Can't wait to cook a turkey. I'm excited. I love turkey. Turkey's such a good meat. And there's a voicemail. Jay, you want to work extra hours during the Jays game? And I'm like, no. No. I do not want to work extra hours during the Jays game. What TV shows have I started watching again? Survivor's on again. Pretty good. This season's okay. Second chances idea. It's cool. What show? I'm watching Last Man on Earth. I'm really liking that series this year. I liked it last year, of course, too. But it was. I didn't think the show, honestly, Last Man on Earth. It's not. What's the other one? There's one with Tim Allen called Last Man Standing, and then there's Last Man on Earth with Will Forte. And it's a good show. It's basically a virus has wiped out most of the population of Earth, and it's people in the States, trying to live and survive. But it's not like zombie apocalypse. It's very comical, and it's cool. It was actually, I didn't think it would actually survive as a TV show because it's called Last Man on Earth, so it's just one man show, and it isn't. Eventually, you see there's 5 other characters and stuff, and he talks to volleyballs and has fun like that. But it's actually a really good show. I really like it. So if you have a chance, go check it out. Will Ferrell makes a brief cameo in season 2. That was kind of cool. Who else is it? Mary Steenburgen? Steenburgen, I think her name is. I forgot her name. The really funny, she's a very awkward looking girl. From a lot of comedies as well. She's in it. Good show so far. I like. One day I'll do an entire episode painting with Jay just talking about TV shows. It'll be fun. Well, we should probably call it now because I think we're at 50. We're at roughly an hour, I think. So yeah, look at how much done I've got. It's got so much done. Reds, browns, grays, or black. These guys are going to be done. Probably have another hour left. I'll do that in the next week. Get them all done on the tabletop. Looking great. So let's end now. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. So once again, thank you to you all for your support, painting along with me, and everything that you do. It really does matter. I really just can't thank you enough. It really is awesome. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving weekend. If you're in Canada, if you're in the States, wait 6 weeks. You'll have Thanksgiving again. And yeah, stay tuned for next week's Painting with Jay. And my big question is, what are you thankful for? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will always read all the comments, as I always do. So thank you so much for watching and painting along with me. Until next time, this is Jay saying happy painting.